and welcome back to the second part of Spirit Talk Show, Bedtime Stories for Grown-Ups. We are still reading these AI-generated stories. If you guys would like to get involved, go to spirittalkshow.com. See all the information there about where you can find us on Spotify and Apple and all the podcast platforms. Of course, you can listen to episodes on our website too. We are generating these stories that have never been generated before in the history of time. And hopefully they'll be listened to again, because hopefully people don't listen to one. Well, I guess if everybody in the country listened once, that'd be great. But Corey came back with after the break. Thank you for coming after the break with me here.
I'm glad to be back.
You stuck with me.
I didn't go running out the door.
No, well, it hasn't happened yet. I've had a few people not show up for appointments, and that's why part of the reason we started to do these AI-generated stories, because it started as a paranormal type show. Yeah. And because, I'm kind of into that. But it was so hard to get people in the paranormal world are so flaky. So it was hard to get guests. So I had a guest who didn't show up one day, and I said, I could generate stories on ChatGPT. And then it was so fun. It became this show. But here you're going to, before we start, let's talk about, before we read the next story, this is going to be the Christmas season, and there's people who are out there, and especially in the gay community, who are alone. And sometimes people don't know where to find those connections and relationships like we did in the chorus. So do you have what's a message, a Christmas goodwill message for people in Sacramento? I'm going to put you on the spot, I know.
No, that's fine. Okay. For me, I always think that Christmas and family are what you make of them. Mm-hmm. And admittedly, because, in the gay community, we actually have to kind of watch that. You just make sure that you reach out when you're sad and alone, and always just ask, because the thing is, if you don't ask about what's going on in your community or the people that you tend to gravitate towards, you never know when something's going to happen. Like, I know just in general, like during Thanksgiving, there was a lot of people that kind of reached out and were like, hey, we don't have anywhere to go, or we don't have any, and the chorus is that big family, so we kind of reach out to each other and make sure. So if you have that group of people that you consider your closest personal friends, the people that are close to you and your family, that you consider your chosen family too, reach out to them. This is about getting closer to your families and closer to the people around you.
Yeah, that's so nice. Reach out to your friends, reach out to your family, especially in the holiday season. I know I live far from my family, and I have a few close friends, but the holiday seasons can be hard, especially when my kids aren't in my house, right?
Yeah.
So it can be a hard time, especially since I'm off, because I'm a teacher and have all this time, and it's like, but yeah, so it's good. A good message. Reach out, there's people who want to connect with you, and there's people who want to be there for you, and pick up a phone, call a friend. I think sometimes, I don't know if this is indicative of just the gay community, but you know how you're in a room and you see someone across the room and they seem to have a sour face. Well, some people take that sour face and decide that person doesn't like me because of the sour face. And then they have this narrative about, but all the person was doing was staring off into space.
We call that resting bee face.
Resting bee face. I think you can say bitch on air, though.
Oh, okay. So resting bitch face.
Resting bitch face. So that person is like, but it's sad when we judge what they're thinking based on just a look rather than just saying, hey, how are you feeling? So because I think people do that. They think people don't like them based on judgment that they did based on their look, which the person wasn't even thinking that.
Because we create our own narratives in our head for what we believe is the reality of things instead of just asking questions.
It just seems like such a waste of time. Okay, well, it's time for you to read another story. I want to hear that velvety baritone voice again.
Okay.
So this is, okay, I'll let you go ahead on this one.
Okay. The Heart of Harmony, Corey Hubert and the Sacramento Gay Men's Chorus. In the heart of Sacramento, where the city hummed with diverse voices and vibrant energy, the Sacramento Gay Men's Chorus stood as a symbol of unity and celebration. Among its members, Corey Hubert shone brightest, a charismatic performer whose deep baritone voice could transform an ordinary song into a soul-stirring experience. But Corey's contributions to the chorus went far beyond his vocal prowess. It was his heart, his inspiration, and often its savior.
Yeah, he was.
The chorus faced its biggest challenge when their director suddenly stepped down a month before their biggest annual performance, Holiday Hits with a Splash of Sass. The news sent shockwaves through the group. Ticket sales had been brisk, and the community was buzzing with anticipation. Canceling was not an option. Corey, who had been quietly balancing his work as Life Enrichment Coordinator at Revere Court and his duties with the chorus, knew he couldn't let them down. Corey rallied the group at their next rehearsal, his voice steady and reassuring. "We've always been more than just a choir," he said. "We're a family, and families pull together no matter what." His words ignited a spark in the room. Members who had been paralyzed by doubt found new determination. Taking on the role of interim director, Corey, that would be interesting. Corey meticulously reorganized the set list, drawing on his experience in music and theater, and he reimagined classic holiday numbers, weaving them into a narrative of resilience and joy. Corey even introduced an original piece he had composed during quiet moments at Revere Court. Inspired by the seniors he worked with, the song titled Home for the Holidays became the center of the performance. Rehearsals were grueling, but Corey's energy never wavered. He coaxed the best from every member, reminding them that their collective voice was more powerful than any single one. And his dedication extended beyond the music. He was there for every struggle, whether it was a member grappling with stage fright or another one juggling family commitments. Corey's belief in the group became a rallying point. On the night of the performance, the theater buzzed with excitement. The audience, a cross-section of Sacramento's most diverse community, filled the seats. As the lights dimmed, Corey stepped on the stage to address the crowd. "Tonight, we sing not just for the holidays, but for the spirit of coming together," he said, "because in unity, there is strength." The show was a triumph. For the playful rendition of Jingle Bells to the poignant harmonies of Silent Night, the chorus's performance was flawless. When they reached the finale, Corey's original song, there wasn't a dry eye in the house. His voice soared, blending seamlessly with the chorus, as the lyrics spoke of finding home in the people around you. The standing ovation lasted minutes, and as the curtain closed, the members of the chorus embraced, tears of relief and joy streaming down their faces. They knew that they had achieved something extraordinary, thanks to Corey's leadership and unwavering belief in them. In the weeks that followed, the Sacramento Games Chorus received accolades from the community, and ticket sales for future performances soared. More importantly, they emerged stronger and more unified than ever. Corey returned to his role as a performer, but his impact as a leader left an indelible mark. For Corey, the experience was a reminder of the power of music to heal, inspire, and bring people together. Whether at Revere Court or with the chorus, his talent and passion continued to create harmony in every sense of the word.
So I know this is fiction, but I don't know if I had totally challenging time believing that this could happen, though.
I've taken on multiple roles in the chorus. I've been a board member. I've been the membership committee chair. I've been your choreographer. I've sung in both the groups. I know the chorus pretty much in and out.
Did it cross your mind to apply when it?
Not as a director.
Director.
I am very happy with being in my corner doing choreography, where I can inspire people to try hard for themselves and learn a new skill. We know that in this chorus, we don't necessarily have a lot of people that are dancers.
Yeah.
But if I can push them just a little bit farther, then when they realize what they've accomplished, it makes such a difference to them personally.
Well, do you see on the Saturday performance, the reaction we got to the end of
Turkey
Lurkey time when we're doing this part? The room was like it was electric.
No, I remember the grumble before when we first started doing that because everybody was like, "Oh, what's this?" And we're not going to get this right, and we're going to get this wrong. And we told you it was like, this is the chaos of that song. Everything is going on. It's like a huge holiday party sitting at a office, and your drunk coworker is just dancing and just put these dances together. You have that in front of you. So the mass chaos behind us really kind of just emulated what we were doing on stage.
So, it worked. And it also, when you're listening to the band, the part with your hand, you just have to do it to the beat. You don't have to worry about like the people around you. I mean, some people are off, of course. That's
well, the problem is we always worry about the people around us versus just ourselves.
Yeah, I know. Well, you shouldn't. I mean, how else would I know the words? No, I'm joking.
True.
I'm joking. So I like to do this thing where I take your bio and I have GPT make a story up, and some people aren't comfortable with it because it's going to be very about. I had one guest like crying a few weeks ago. We were talking, but for the first time, my son asked me. He said he was listening to the show, and he said, "You always like to it for your guests, so you should do one for you."
Yeah.
So I did one for me. I took my bio, and mine's in a poem form. I'm not sure why I did that. So I'm going to, and then we're going to move into yours, right?
Oh, okay.
So I'll do my short little one here. Okay, this is a tribute to Doyle. In Plymouth's heart, a teacher shines with talents honed through countless times. Doyle, with wisdom vast, has shaped young minds both slow and fast. 2 decades strong, his path is clear, inspiring students year by year. Math and tech, his guiding light, he helps them conquer the daunting heights. With child development in his stride and tech degrees to be his guide, he's earned respect, his students praise for countless hours, for endless days. Credentials stack. They tell his tale. Multi-subject math and tech prevail. From Camino Unified to Eldorado Fold, his dedication is pure gold. Through every challenge, Doyle has stayed, a mentor strong, a hand that's laid.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean? A hand that's laid. A hand that's laid. Foundations firm for future bright, a beacon shining through the light. Did I just read it wrong? Is that what I did?
No, you're fine.
Okay. So here's to Doyle, a teacher true, whose impact grows with all he'll do. With every lesson his gifts extend, his legacy that never ends. That's weird.
No, I know, because it's you're talking about yourself. But the thing is, like, if you think about it, you have an amazing thing as being a teacher. You get to influence the minds and of children and see them grow too. But also, you don't just do it at work. You have to take these things home, grade over toiling over people's work and honing their skills over time. The time that you spend at home for yourself too.
Yeah, I mean, admittedly, I've figured out how to do it and not take a ton home.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is that moment when you see a student comes back and you didn't even know that they liked you that much, and they come back when they're 20 and they say, "You did so much for me here, here, and here, and this was so important in my life." And I have an amazing story about a student who came in 8th grade who hated math, and I noticed that she was doing math in a weird way. And I said, like, "What are you doing?" And I realized she'd invented a new way to do this math. Yeah. And I published it online.
Wow.
And math teachers all over the world said, "Hey, this is a cool new way to do this." So I called it the Alexian method. And now, a few years later, I saw that method published in a textbook, in the math textbook. And it inspired her. This person went on, I believe, to major in math.
Wow.
So like that kind of impact on someone's life, because I took the time to notice that she was doing it her own way that worked mathematically, and it was a good way. So.
And that's that second paycheck right there
that
I talked about, right?
This second paycheck.
That emotional connection of being able to feel the emotions of other people and to create that empathy of getting people successful.
And I think that after money's good to pay the bills, but I think as you get older, you realize the most important paycheck is the second paycheck.
Yeah.
Because, you can make money, and some people get stuck in the money making, and they make lots of money, but are they receiving the second paycheck in any aspect of their life?
No.
And that's really sad. That makes me sad. Okay, well, here's your story that's written about your bio, right? Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
Do you need to move it?
No.
Okay, I know it's uncomfortable to read stories about yourself.
Oh, have you met me?
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
I would say most people would be uncomfortable with it. Yeah, I have met you, yes.
A life of harmony and purpose. Corey Hubert is a name synonymous with creativity, compassion, and community.
Mm-hmm.
Through his multifaceted roles, Corey has touched countless lives, seamlessly blending his passion for the arts with a dedication to improving the human experience. As a Life Enrichment Coordinator at Revere Court Sacramento, Corey brings joy and purpose to the lives of seniors. In his role, he has created countless moments of unexpected connection, whether it's through organizing engaging activities or simply sharing a heartfelt conversation. Corey has a knack for making every individual feel seen and valued. One unforgettable moment occurred during a music therapy session when a nonverbal resident unexpectedly began humming along to Corey's singing. It was a testament to his ability to break barriers and create meaningful experiences through the power of music.
Did that actually happen?
Actually, the funny part is it did.
Wow.
The thing is, when you're dealing with music therapy, we find that the last thing that people forget is music. You can lose your voice.
Yeah.
You can stop speaking verbally, but music never leaves you, and you'll get those people that hum or don't even remember the words, but they'll remember music. I mean, they'll pop up everywhere. So, there's a guy that I used to work for that was out here. He was known for a group, a very well-known group, and he didn't speak, but I would walk him past a piano, and I would say, "Hey, Bob, can you play something for me?" And he would play perfect jazz chords, no problem.
wow.
But he wouldn't speak. And so these moments like this were so important to me.
So are people with Alzheimer's, are they lost in their thoughts in there, or are there no thoughts in there?
Each individual is different.
Okay.
That's the thing. You don't have, you have different levels of, and different experiences with the disease. It's not always the same.
Yeah. So, but I always wonder, like, if I got Alzheimer's, would I be living my own little happy world of my memories in there, or would I?
Some people do, but some people get anxious and they get scared, and they futz and fight futz over small little things like money or where their family is or things like that. It can be very daunting for a lot of people.
Okay.
Okay,
well, going on to the next paragraph.
Corey's talents extend beyond his work at Revere Court. As a member of the Sacramento Gaymen's Chorus and its small ensemble, Polyphonics, Corey has used his voice to inspire and unite. Music, for Corey, is a universal language that fosters understanding and builds bridges. His performances are not only have not only captivated audiences, but have also reminded them of the shared humanity that music can reveal. When the chorus faced a critical moment during the production of Holiday Hits with a Splash of Sass, Corey's leadership and resilience became a guiding light, taking on the challenge to stepping into a leadership role. He brought the group together, reimagining the performances and leading them to a triumphant success. This experience underscored Corey's natural ability to inspire and lead with grace under pressure. The funny part is that's actually how I started with the chorus when I came to choreography. We had somebody that was stepping out, and actually they started doing choreography, and they got really upset because the other choreographer that was their friend wasn't there, and he quit mid-choreography, and I actually had to go grab him, bring him back, and help him reinvent the choreography because he forgot it. And so we were able to start from there.
That's how you started being a choreographer in the chorus?
For the chorus, yeah.
Wow, and that was 10 years ago.
More than that.
Wow.
So Corey's, right here, Corey's dedication to social change is evident in events like Jewels of Jazz, where he seamlessly combined art and advocacy. He sees music as a tool for inclusivity and healing, and through his efforts, he has created spaces where people from all walks of life can come together and celebrate diversity. Being named Sacramento's Duke alongside Andrew St. James highlights Corey's impact on the community. This recognition is not just a title, it's a reflection of his unwavering commitment to uplifting others and fostering a sense of unity. His role as Duke exemplifies his values of service, kindness, and leadership. Corey's powerful rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner during Revere Court's Veterans Day service left an indelible mark on everyone present. His ability to infuse emotion and meaning into every note transformed the anthem into a profound tribute to those who have served. That was a good moment, by the way. Yeah, that was something that means a lot.
That actually happened. Was that the first time you sang for your residents?
Yeah, and it was also one of the services that we did for Veterans Day. So we had flags, and we had people there for getting service pens and things like that. And so it was really nice to be able to be. That was one of my first major events there. Balancing his many roles, from enriching lives at Revere Court to organizing these benefits and performing on stage, Corey exemplifies what it means to live a life of purpose. His original compositions, filled with depth and emotion, resonate with audiences, offering messages of hope and connection. And these creations reflect his inner drive to inspire and uplift those of arts. When asked what advice he would give to aspiring artists and community leaders, Corey's answer is simple yet profound. Lead with love, and the rest will follow. His words encapsulate his approach to life and his belief in the transformative power of kindness and creativity.
So is that something you said? Because it sounds like something you say. That is something that you actually said?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
I do believe that, like, honestly, you have to lead with your heart, and you can get so many things done if you have that nice personality and those things like that.
But people have to know that you love them and you're there. You're not there to put them down, and you're there to love and help them, right?
Because also sometimes I can really come off as a Grinch when I'm really in my element, because I'm trying to get stuff done. But I always remind people that I'm sorry that it's only because of the show. And
is that resting bitch face we were talking about?
Absolutely.
How about resting bitch self?
Right.
No.
Unfortunately, it reads on my face. As Corey looks to the future, his hopes for the Sacramento Game and Chorus are boundless. He envisions it continuing to be a source of inspiration and a beacon of inclusivity for the community. With Corey's unwavering dedication and passion, there is no doubt that this vision will come to fruition. Corey Hubert's life is a symphony of service, artistry, and leadership, and it reminds us all of the power of one individual to create harmony in the world, one note at a time.
Wow, that was really sweet. It was really sweet, and I think it really captured you. I don't think there was much exaggeration here.
No.
I mean, sometimes after people read these stories, they say, well, that's not true, and that part's not true, but that's a little bit. But so you're going to be staying the chorus for a while?
I'm not going anywhere. This is my life. I've been doing it since I was 18, and I'm 39. So a huge chunk of my life. And when I look at the bigger picture for me, music will always play a huge role in my life. And until I can't do it anymore, I'm going to be doing it.
Well, it's going to be a long time before you can't do it anymore.
Well, and people are always like, oh, I'm going to go take a break. I'm like, no. Once I stop, I have to go back to a process of getting through it again. I might not get to the place where I'm at now. I want to stay on top of my game, stay on those places where I feel comfortable. And this is my family.
And you did it in high school too, you said. You did musical theater. And
yeah.
What was the thing that connected you with music at a young age?
Am I being totally honest, I was abused as a kid, and music was my way to get away. It was a way to kind of like go into myself, but also find a place for my own enjoyment. And so that really had to make it, that really brought it into my soul. And I also believe that if you're going to sing from the heart, and you have to have something that connects you to the music.
Well, that's thank you for sharing. I don't know if you know, but I'm an abuse survivor too, and I think it's and it was theater that really helped me come out of my shell too and fix my stutter. And I know it's not completely fixed, but at least I can communicate like fluently most of the time. And definitely, I think you and I found this community of people who we could perform and express. And I kind of pulled away from it for a while, and I'm trying to get back in, being in a chorus. I want to do musical theater and stuff, but it's hard to get back in, and sometimes there's some fear and anxiety around it.
Yeah.
Wow. So you are, it's coming close to the end here. We got a few more minutes.
By.
Didn't it? 56 minutes went by. But when people listen to this, they're going to be sitting in their home at Christmas. And the message I want to give to people at Christmas is, you have to find a community of people that's your real family that you can lean on. I'm happy that I did that, and people who appreciate who you are, and a community where you can express what you feel and what. Have you found that in the Sacramento gay men's chorus?
Yeah, I actually joined because I come from San Francisco here. Yeah. That was my biggest thing, is making sure that I found that community and that family. And this is my family.
And so when you joined, because, we've had 18-year-olds join before and they last a semester or two, but when you joined, was it like, I'm all in right away?
Absolutely.
So wait.
This is my passion.
You came here you came to Sacramento when you were 18?
25.
Oh, 25.
So 18 was San Francisco all the way through until 25, when I was 25, and then I moved here.
You moved to, when did you move to San Francisco?
2003.
How old were you when you moved to San Francisco?
I was,
let's say 18.
I was 18. I was 18.
Wait, you were 18 in 2003?
Yeah.
Were you?
I graduated in 2003.
Okay. Wow. Let's see. What was I doing? I started teaching in December 2003. So, what made you move? Oh, and maybe that we don't talk about that. You just decided to come to Sacramento, and then did you immediately find this course?
Yeah, within the first week I was here.
Oh,
I went straight to the rehearsals. I actually, when I first got here, I spent a little bit of time just waiting, and learning and interacting with everybody beforehand.
Wow. And you were accepted, and were you always in tenors?
Yeah.
Okay, but you said what does it mean?
I'm a lyrical baritone.
What does that mean?
It means that you have a really wide range and you can do some things, but you don't have the highest of voices either.
Okay, cool. So, Corey, thank you so much. It was such a pleasure getting to see this part of you, just seeing behind the curtain, like a Wicked reference. I really would like to come back sometime.
Absolutely. I would love to do this again.
You've got 10 seconds to say goodbye.
Well, goodbye, everybody, and I hope you have a great holiday season, and Merry Christmas.
Okay, well, thank you, Corey. Yes, everybody, have a Merry Christmas. And if you guys would like to hear anything about the show, go to spirittalkshow.com. And thank you so much for coming on, Corey. You've got a great voice. You should do this more.
Okay. I think that would be a great thing.
Okay. Well, we're going to do some stuff.
Bye.
But have a nice night.